field office today, but that's okay. Y'all see the title. I wasn't going to fire up the because I took the camera on the accident scene because I take the cameras, the one that from the short that I, not the short, the community post with the Peterbilt tractor trailer rolled over and whatnot that I put in the community, in my community tab here a little while ago. That was from last night. And I ain't set everything back up yet anyway. And I ain't set it back up. So I just figure I'd use my OnePlus 12. Listen, y'all see what it says. Now, Mr. Feel the Burn gonna demand RFK's resignation. I don't know who the fuck he demanded anything. But anyway, forget. I got a piece here for y'all. Now dig this. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Let's see. Here it is. And now I've done this what I'm going to read y'all is from Robert W. Malone, medical doctor at R.W. Malone, MD. I put up a video of him during the beginning of the coup. It's one of the first videos I put on my Rumble channel. I just got Rumble. And it's one of the first videos that I put on there. I'll be damned. And here he is. But listen to this. And I'll blow through it right fast. And I guess I'll just copy and paste the content. And if somebody else want to go back and read it because they don't want to listen to my voice, which is cool. So let's go ahead and get it. A detailed secret trade association memo plotting the removal of U.S. Secretary of Health and Human Services Robert F. Kennedy Jr. has leaked. It reads like a coup attempt against regulatory reform, and they are spending millions to make sure Kennedy is out of office by September. It seems that the Biotechnology Innovation Organization, BIO, gee, imagine that, whose members include Pfizer, Merck, Novavax, Vaxcyte, I guess that's how you pronounce it, Victor Alpha X-Ray Charlie Yankee Tango Echo, and hundreds of biotech firms that profit from regulatory insulation has a mole. When the nation's leading pharmaceutical trade group convenes a closed-door strategy meeting and openly discusses the need to, quote, go to the Hill and lobby that it's time for RFK Jr. to go, close quote, the issue is no longer health policy, it is democratic integrity. According to the apparent leaked minutes, verified by the name of the creator of the file, on April 3rd, 2025, BIO held a vaccine policy steering committee meeting, whose internal summary, soon to be publicly available thanks to whistleblowers, reveals a campaign of strategic deception, institutional capture, and psychological warfare, and exposes a campaign of institutional deception, investor protection, and coordinated sabotage of the Maha Reform Platform. According to the leaked document titled Bio-Vaccine Policy Steering Committee, April 3rd, 2025, BIO has committed $2 million, half of its cash reserve to counter what? So they only got $4 million as a cash reserve. Is all them big pharma folks? Maybe that's just how much they willing to give away, I guess, in the name of science, right? For duty and humanity. Let's see how old you are. Who said that? It was three men, and they said it, and it's three men, and they said it all at the same time in a hospital. Dr. Howard, Dr. Fine, Dr. Howard. I probably just gave it away by saying that. Half of the cash reserved to counter what it calls the threat posed by Kennedy's rise. But this is no ordinary PR push. It is a multi-pronged campaign designed to deceive the public, silence dissent, and preserve industry dominance through influence operations masquerading as science. Science! Dun, 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 dun. That was Dr. Magnus Pike. He's no longer with us. He had a BBC TV show. I used to watch it when I lived in an area when we had rabbit ear antennas and I could get the BBC. Not this watered down version of the BBC they have now. The plot exposed. The document opens with a blunt political calculation. Kennedy's candidacy threatens investor confidence, regulatory predictability, and the long-term viability of the vaccine business. Bio leadership in the apparent leaked document states plainly, quote, "It is time to go to the Hill and lobby RFK to go." Yeah, we said that already. To achieve this, according to the document, Bio intends to deploy surrogates across the political spectrum, co-opt conservative influencers, and bypass direct engagement with the Kennedy campaign altogether. Among the figures named as potential allies in this covert effort, I'll be damned. I ain't read it yet. This is my first time reading it this far. I only read the first couple of lines before I put my phone down and hit record. Dr. Mehmet Oz. Y'all should know who that is. Former Senator Richard Burr. What the hell is he thinking? Former North Carolina advisor, DLA Piper Health Policy Steering Committee. That's what Richard Burr. He was the former of that too, as well as former senator. Senator Bill Cassidy, in a section of the document focused on strategic influencer engagement and legislative positioning, and the American Enterprise Institute, the AEI, is in on it. Allegedly. What? These individuals and institutions, the memo suggests, can provide a veneer of bipartisan legitimacy to Bio's core aim: neutralize Kennedy without ever addressing the substance of his critique. Follow the money. We're almost done. The most revealing detail is that $2 million, precisely half of Bio's entire $4 million reserve, has been allocated to vaccine communications. Let me say that again. The most revealing detail is that $2 million, precisely half of Bio's entire $4 million reserve, has been allocated to vaccine communications. Specifically, a DC area pilot campaign called Why We Vaccinate. The purpose is not education, but behavioral influence to combine, quote, inspire and frighten, close quote, tactics in order to manipulate public sentiment and legislative behavior. Internal documents state clearly that the campaign's goal is to appeal to the movable middle. Well, that's normally the people that are attacked by both sides politically, because there's more people in the middle than it is on the far left or the far right. Even though the far left is growing by leaps and bounds. I didn't foresee that part coming, but they're growing in leap. And I remember saying some years ago, I didn't see that happening. I got to eat my own damn words. Y'all know me. I'll correct myself when I turn out to be wrong. Movable middle, use emotionally charged messaging, capitalizing on fear, messaging tied to national security, workforce resilience, and economic productivity. More details of this can be found on my Substack essay, and I'll put the link to that there too. Tell me what you think. I ain't saying nothing. I didn't add nothing in. I didn't take anything away. And in full disclosure, I know who Robert W. Malone is. I had no idea that he put this up. I literally just found this today. And I'm like, Robert Malone, that's the guy I put up my first videos on how the jab ain't or what they saying it is, and the coof and how they mixing the numbers from the normal pneumonia and flu, and those numbers went down almost nothing while the coof numbers exploded and whatnot. And because they kicked him off of YouTube. They kicked him off of Twitter because remember, Elon Musk didn't have Twitter then. Twitter was still a libtardistan operation. And so, Rumble was just gaining speed during the coof. BitChute and Rumble gained a lot of speed. Hey, dig this. And then now this ain't got nothing to do with it. I get more views on my content on Rumble than I do on YouTube. Ain't that some shit? But I think I know why. But anyway, it is what it is. Wow. So I'll put the link to, matter of fact, before I say that, let me click this and make sure that that link actually opens. Open link in another window. Yes, it's a real link. And it's Malone, Robert Malone's Malone News. So I'll put that in there too if y'all want to go over it. And hey, I am just a messenger. I didn't add anything. I didn't take anything out. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you know. Now, like Carrie gonna say, Nick, this is why they hate you. This is why they try to think of everything to kick you off. Because you keep doing stuff like this. What I do? Tell me what you think. And Carrie, what?